Guys, thanks for clicking on my channel and watching this video. That might mean you're just that little bit interested in my opinion, or particularly the foundation perhaps, and just want to see what I think about it. And that's the long-lasting weatherproof liquid foundation from C.Y.O, which here in the UK can be purchased at Boots. For 30ml of product, it is £7.50. I'm presuming you could get that in other places or ship it worldwide. I'm not sure. And I don't think they actually stock it anywhere else other than in Boots. But yeah, I was kind of intrigued. I'd seen the range hit Boots easily a couple of years back and have tried one or two of their bits and pieces and it's been okay. So I thought, why not try a foundation that's sort of at the same pay scale, shall we say, of the Rimmel True Match, which is a liquid foundation that I really like, and it's kind of in that same range of sort of budget high street drugstore foundations, and I do really like that one. If I want a liquid foundation that's purse friendly, that's kind of a really good finish and I'm really happy with the application, so that's always a good buy. But it has glass packaging, pump applicator, and you can't actually see when you're running out of product because the product still sticks to the inside of the glass. So that's a slight little bugbear with that one. Whereas this is plastic packaging, pump applicator, so all good there. But as you pump up to get your application of the foundation out, the little tray in the bottom is pushing the product up the tube. So the more you use, and you can see that's lasted me probably about 4 weeks. And I would say if I were to wear foundation 7 days a week, I've used it easily 5. Okay, so it's lasted me a good month. So there are many months of product in here, so I'm really enjoying it actually. The shade I'm in is them numbers, there's not names like ivory, nude, neutral, golden beige or anything like that. So I'm 103, and it ranges from 101 to 115, so 15 shades. And what I also like about it is they have undertones as well. So you've got pink, yellow and neutral. This again, 103, is yellow, and I did have to do quite a lot of swatching because in that sort of 101 to 105 it's quite similar. So again, I had to swatch and I had to know what my Rimmel True Match that I usually get in ivory or true ivory, something like that. I had to kind of have that shade in my head because that's pretty bang on for me and my shading. I had to have that in my head so I could put the swatches on my hand, because it's not ideal obviously to do it on your hand, but when you're doing it yourself and you're picking and you're putting on, I didn't really want to, you know, swipe the old jawline, so I was kind of doing it here and I just kind of knew my foundation colour. So this was a pretty good match, and I didn't just like swipe and think, yeah, that's good. I swiped 3 different swatches actually and walked around the store looking at other stuff and doing a bit of shopping, and then sort of going back to different lights in the store, because obviously you've got the real bright lights as well. And they all just sort of settled down and oxidized and turned, and I just thought, yeah, 103 is actually perfect for me. So just take your time a little bit there when you're picking on your shading. It's not that it's difficult at all, it's just all foundations have that, where you've just got to get the right shade for you. And like I say, if you picked up ivory just because you've got fair skin, it could oxidize, so then still be too dark for you and you might need porcelain. So you've just got to play around a little bit with the shades, but now I know this is mine, I have it forever. So I really like it actually. It's also infused with vitamin E, which is to nourish and moisturize your skin, and it gives a really good medium to full coverage actually for me, because I never wear coverage that is totally full, that masks everything on my skin. I don't mind a little bit of red peeking through. I don't mind if a spot that's healing up isn't 100% covered now. I have vein, I know I've got a blue vein here. I don't want to cover it. I can't cover it, so I don't wish to. But this gives a good medium coverage. I've tried it also with a primer underneath and without a primer underneath, different primers. I have a favourite primer, I must say, which works wonders underneath everything. So I've tried it with that. I've tried it with a priming moisturiser and it works. There is no wrong to using this. I haven't found a way of putting a product underneath it that then reflects on this how its finish is to your face and how long wearing it is. Everything that I put on underneath it is perfect. I can wear this. I tend to put it on if I'm going to work. I'm going to put my foundation on around 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little bit before sometimes. And it's not coming off till sort of 7ish at night if I'm at home. And it still looks all right. I mean, obviously I've got an under eye area that's going to get a little bit cakey because there's fine lines, there's dark circles. I'm maturing, so but that's all about the concealer that I use under my eye. But my foundation is fine. It doesn't really settle. I haven't got, shall we say, deeper wrinkles on my face. I do have the odd little wrinkle here and there that foundation has been known to settle in, but not majorly at all. And I'm kind of finding there's almost like a slight blurring effect with this foundation. I can't quite put my finger on or how that could even be, but I'm just really enjoying the effect that it gives my face. Now I've had it on now literally only about just over an hour or so. So by the time another 2 or 3 hours, it will still be looking really good. And in fact, possibly a tiny little bit better as it all just mushes in and your makeup settles down. I often find that a couple of hours into wearing your makeup, it all just looks a bit more cohesive, shall we say. So I've done some cutaways because I wore this foundation obviously yesterday. So I wanted to show you how it looked on my face at about 3 hours or so, and then again sort of 5 to 7 hours. I can't remember now exactly, but I did 2 check-ins through the day. And I know the last one was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and the light, although it still was light outside, the light was turning into that sort of blue tone. So the last clip you might see there, it's a little bit darker. But yeah, I sort of showed you close-ups and everything, and I'll show you now how the finish is on my face. I think it's just really nice. And like I say, I don't want to look totally masked. So I just love that it gives a nice medium coverage. I apply it with a brush, and that actually, it really whizzes on really quickly with a brush. Today I put it on with my beauty sponge, no particular reason why. I just decided to on the day, and then I kind of actually went over everything with a brush. And sometimes I tend to do that the other way around, like apply with a brush and then go over with the beauty sponge. But I did it the other way around, and it all just, oh, there's no wrong. I can't find a negative to this foundation, so I'm really enjoying it. So have a little look at the clips from yesterday when I wore it at check-ins various times through the day. Yeah, okay guys, so I'm just about to head out. I've been in most of the morning, so the foundation has been on for quite a few hours. It's the middle part of the day now. Yeah, and no, like I said, I haven't been outside, so it hasn't been exposed to too many of the weather elements, so it's holding up very nicely, I feel. I did just take my glasses off, and I'll take them off again just to show you how, excuse me, how I do get concealer just sitting in my fine lines under my eyes. That is no reflection of the foundation at all, because I tend to just take my foundation up to sort of the cheekbone area and don't go into that under eye area. But yeah, on the whole, if all I have ever done and all I will ever do through the course of this review is just pat down my fine lines, which I sort of do a bit as a habit, if nothing else. Anyway, the foundation is holding up. I'm sure you can see that. I've got the bronzer and the glow on, but it's not settling anywhere. I'm going to put the glasses on again. But yeah, part way through the day, and I'm very impressed. I'll see you at the later one. Okay, hi guys, so this is going to be the final check-in. It's a bit grim outside. It's about 4 o'clock, getting close to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's quite dark and miserable, and in fact has just started to rain a little bit. So yeah, this is sort of going to be the last snippets of daylight pretty much, I think. So I have been out for at least 4 hours, and it's very windy today and quite cold, so sometimes that has a bit of a draining effect on my face if I get cold, which I did about an hour ago. But I think the makeup is looking all right. What I wanted to say to you is the main thing I actually really enjoy with this foundation is it actually looks better as the day goes on. Sometimes those sort of first hour or two, yeah, it looks all right, but it's just, you know, it's makeup on the face, but you know, it's okay. But by the time sort of 4 hours has set in, even 5 hours, it's sort of mushed into your face a lot more, and it's all just really looking very nice. I also like, because I do find when I look straight into a mirror, that sometimes it just looks a little bit sort of soft and diffused a little bit on the face, and I'm sure it's this foundation because I've never actually really experienced that sort of look to my skin with any other foundation. So I'm putting that down to this foundation. It's great. I wear it most days to work at the moment, so it's on my face for many hours, and like I said, it's been on my face now just after 9ish, something like that this morning, and it's getting on for 4 o'clock. So I really like it. I've inspected my face before coming on here, and it hasn't really settled into any fine lines at all. I have one down here, and that seems pretty good to me, and even my fine lines on my under eye area, that's not, again, the foundation. If there are any sort of crepiness, any settling in the lines there, that's the concealer. So I can't really fault it right now, and I don't want to, because I really like it. There you go, guys. Hope you liked my little check-ins through the day yesterday. Like I say, I know that last one, the light was fading a tiny bit, so it might look a bit bluer or darker than perhaps the earlier check-in. But basically, C.Y.O foundation's doing it for me. I really enjoy it. I think for the coverage and the effect that it gives my overall face, and this is 49, this face, okay? So, you know, if you're 20 years younger, I'm hoping it'll still look nice on somebody 20 years older. I can't fault it. I think it's pretty darn fab. So if you've tried it and you are really liking it as well, let me know. Or if you've got any questions because you want to perhaps go out and purchase it and you just want to ask me something, ask me. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and why not click that subscribe button before you disappear? That would be really cool. Thanks so much. Bye.